Welcome guys to a new video of CryptoNL076. Today I'm going to tell you all about my top altcoin pick, which is Hedera Hashgraph, also known as HBAR. And I think it's a true hidden gem of this bull run and will outperform a lot of coins. And I'm going to show you why. So enjoy the video. So I want to make a comparison between the dot-com bubble and the current crypto bubble. Well, some call it a bubble, some don't. However, there's an important comparison in my opinion. So the dot-com bubble was all about internet, upcoming internet. There were a lot of companies who made money over it. Companies such as Microsoft, companies such as Amazon, eBay. At that time, there were a lot of companies. During 1997, they popped out of the ground as mushrooms, as we say. However, in 2000, the end of 2000, I thought it was December, the bubble popped. A lot of companies were bankrupt and didn't exist anymore. However, there were a few companies that had really who had real value and use cases. Those were the companies that survived. Companies such as Amazon, Microsoft, eBay. I think the same thing will happen to crypto. When we get this final leg of the bull run, a lot of FOMO will kick in, and the companies with real value and real use cases will exist and survive the crash and come back stronger. Those companies or projects are here to stay, and I think HBAR is one of them. So as you can see, this is the chart of Amazon, and during the dot-com bubble it crashed almost 100%. As you can see, it peaked at $120 and it crashed back to $5. So a lot of panic, really big crash. However, today the price of an Amazon stock is almost $3,000. So as you can see, a company with real value, real use cases, here to stay forever, and now, yeah, a really high valuable stock. Same for Microsoft. Everyone knows Microsoft. It was also one of the companies that gained a lot of profit. If you look at the share during the dot-com bubble, it crashed almost 70%, and now it's worth over almost $300. So another example of a company who gained profit during the bubble, but is still here because of the real use cases. So that brings me to Hedera Hashgraph, HBAR. The first time I heard about it was because of my friend Credible Crypto. He's the best out there when it comes to Elliott Wave, and yeah, his predictions are amazing, and I learned a lot from him. And also Crypto Boogot, who's also a really big fan of HBAR, and the both of them convinced me to invest in HBAR in January when it was still trading at 3 cents. In a few months it went to almost 50 cents, and yeah, that was the reason that I had to take a closer look to the project, and that's why I'm making this video as well as an investor of HBAR, the token of Hedera Hashgraph. So first I want to explain really shortly what blockchain is, because we need to know what blockchain is in order to understand Hashgraph and to compare the both of them. So blockchain is a peer-to-peer decentralized distributed ledger technology that maintains the history of transactional data. There's no third parties involved, so it's decentralized, and that's the nicest thing about it. We all know it already. As the name suggests, blockchain, in blockchain the key concept is the blocks where records are stored safely. So there's no way data can be changed or forged in any way. However, a drawback, the transfer speed is really slow, and it's not possible to do a lot of transactions. So what is a hashgraph then, and what is the difference between a blockchain and a hashgraph? So there are four core things or main things that have the biggest difference when we look at blockchain and Hashgraph. You can see them over here. Bandwidth and transaction speed, transaction cost, more sustainable and fairer. And they're all in the favor of Hashgraph, of course. For example, if we look at the bandwidth. So Hashgraph is able to conduct more transactions, for example, and save more data, transfer more data because of the bandwidth. Hashgraph uses timestamps to choose the order, and blockchain, for example, a miner can choose to block an order, choose the order difference, so that's not really fair. If we look at the transaction speed, if you transfer, for example, Bitcoin, it can take up to 30 minutes, even longer. Back in the days before the Lightning upgrade, it could take up to 24 hours, for example. So if you look at Hashgraph, they can get up to over 500,000 transactions in less than a second. It only takes a split second. And the transaction costs to do a transaction are under 1 cent versus a couple of dollars, for example, for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other blockchain coins. So the main difference is also about a blockchain transferring data block by block or transactions, and whereas Hashgraph can do it parallel. So here's a graph where you can see the difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and HBAR, the token of Hedera. So the transaction per seconds. Bitcoin can only do 3+ transactions per second, Ethereum 12, Hedera Hashgraph over 10,000. I also saw numbers over 500,000. Doesn't matter what the exact amount is, but as you can see, it's a lot higher than the other coins. The average fee is is a lot lower. It's almost nothing compared to the other coins, and the transaction confirmation is less than 3 seconds. It's over there. Also compared to the other coins, as I mentioned before, really different. So what about energy consumptions? We all remember Elon Musk quitting to accept Bitcoin as payments for Tesla because of the fact that it was not really sustainable. Bitcoin mining uses a lot of energy, and in a world where climate change and the climate debate is really accurate and going on, it's not a good thing to use something as a payment which is not sustainable and uses a lot of power. So in this graph, you can see the difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Visa, the credit card company, and Hedera Hashgraph. And as you can see, Hedera uses almost no power. And especially when you compare them to the other coins, it's nothing. So that's another reason why Hedera is sustainable and here to stay for the future. A lot of drawbacks blockchain has, Hashgraph doesn't have them. What is also really special about HBAR is the governance console. And this consists of 39 companies, highly diversified organizations and enterprises, reflecting up to 11 unique sectors, academia and non-profits globally. Council members are committed to governing software changes while bringing stability and continued decentralization to the public network. Basically, meaning that all these companies have a vote in a vote about the things they change about the network, and they counsel Hedera in the developments they do. For example, other tokens, most of them, every token holder has a vote in the process. If you hold the token, you are able to vote as well and make changes and stuff. However, what do I know, for example, about code or writing shit about the coin? I don't know anything. So what Hedera does, they found all the like important companies in different sectors and shit, and combined their knowledge for their own company to keep on developing and work on the Hedera Hashgraph and the token as well. So as you can see, Google is there, IBM is there, Chainlink, another really good crypto coin, IBM, LG, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom. There's a South Korean bank on there as well. So really diverse, really big companies. And I also wrote things about that all these companies are trying to integrate the Hedera Hashgraph into their company, into their process in some kind of way. So that's also a really good thing. Then the technical analysis, because the fundamentals, as you heard, are really good. However, technical analysis is maybe even more important. So as you can see, this is the daily chart of HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph, US dollar. We're in a really big bull flag. This is a bull flag. So you have the flagpole, the flag, and then if you know the length of the flagpole, you can decide the targets. Really common pattern in trading. So HBAR went from 3 cents in January to almost 50 cents in, March, April. After that we went into a correction for almost 4 or 5 months. And as you can see, we made 2 higher lows already, which is a good sign, which can mean a trend reversal. We're still in the bull flag. However, if we break out of the bull flag, we have to break 25 to 30 cents for now. We will get our next wave up. So how can we decide on that target? Well, as you can see, by just using a simple pattern, the bull flag. So I use the length of the flagpole on the picture, and it will bring us to at least 73 cents. Combined with the fact that we just had our first major wave of HBAR starting at 1 cent till the 46 cents now, we got our second wave correction, and now we'll get our third wave, which is always the biggest, most extreme wave when it comes to Elliott wave. I'm not an expert, but the basics are here. And the third wave is mostly the 1.618 FIB level of the first wave. And it's not a coincidence, but they are the same, the length of the flagpole and the length of the third wave. So it will definitely go to 73 cents at least. Then we'll get our fourth minor wave correction, and then the last wave until at least $1. But this is really conservative, really conservative. I think we get at least $1 to $3 on HBAR based on the fundamentals and the fact that it is such a good coin. And when the FOMO kicks in and the big players and maybe companies will get to know it, I think it can really blast off. Look at what Chainlink did, also a really good coin 2 years ago. During a bear market, it went from, 30 cents to it almost hit $50, I guess, a few months ago. So I think the sky's the limit for HBAR. This is the HBAR BTC chart, also really important. As you can see, we've been in a downtrend as well from May on, and we started to look for a breakout. If we break out, I think we will test the 800 sats zone really soon, which is 40 cents USD with the current Bitcoin value. But above that, we're in price discovery, which means there's no resistance left. And we can go to whatever. So both of the charts are looking really good. Fundamentals are looking really good. And that's the reason why HBAR is my biggest holding. And I think it's here to stay. And I think it's a really good coin. If you want more information about HBAR, check the Hedera Hashgraph website. Check Credible Crypto's videos. Check the videos of Crypto Bugott, because they made perfect videos as well about HBAR and giving updates about it weekly, on a weekly basis, daily basis. And this is not financial advice. This is just an advice why I think HBAR is going to outperform a lot of altcoins and coins. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can follow me on Twitter, CryptoNL076 for daily crypto updates. And I hope you like the videos, so like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.